Welcome to Dream Tales Sleep Stories. Tonight's reading is Stars Over Antarctica. Settle into your bed or sofa and let your shoulders, jaw, and eyelids grow heavy. Inhale slowly, 1, 2, 3, and sigh the air away, allowing the day to fade into quiet dark. With every soft inhale, you invite fresh English phrases. With every gentle exhale, stray thoughts drift farther off. Behind my voice flows a gentle melody, renowned for guiding the mind toward deep relaxation. Keep your eyes closed or follow the captions, whichever feels right. Simply receive the rhythm and resonance of the language. Deep in rest, tonight's phrases will take root like seeds, ready to bloom into stronger English skills with the morning light. When you feel settled, hold that unhurried breath and allow yourself to drift into the tale. Stars Over Antarctica begins now. And when the story's final line has faded, the music will linger a little longer, carrying you gently, deeper into sleep. Stars Over Antarctica. Pip was a young penguin who lived in Antarctica with his family and friends. Every day was the same for most penguins. They would wake up, find fish in the cold ocean, play on the ice, and sleep under the stars. But Pip was different from the other penguins. While his friends were happy doing the same things every day, Pip always wanted to see something new. Antarctica was a beautiful place. The ice was white and clean, stretching as far as Pip could see. The ocean was dark blue and full of fish. During the day, the sun made everything bright and shiny. But Pip's favorite time was at night, when thousands of stars filled the black sky like tiny diamonds. Pip had 4 best friends: Luna, Max, Oliver, and Sarah. Luna was very smart and always knew interesting facts about everything. Max was strong and brave, always ready for an adventure. Oliver was funny and made everyone laugh with his silly jokes. Sarah was kind and always took care of everyone. Every night, the 5 friends would slide down the ice hills together and play games. Then they would lie on their backs and look up at the beautiful star-filled sky. The other penguins would talk about fish or tomorrow's activities. But Pip would stare at the stars and wonder what was up there. "Look how many stars there are," Pip would say to his friends. "Yes, there are many stars," Luna would reply. "My grandmother told me that stars are very far away. I wonder what it would be like to fly up there and visit them," Pip would say dreamily. Max would laugh. "Penguins can't fly, Pip. We can only swim and walk." "I know that," Pip would answer, "but I like to imagine." One clear winter night, when the southern lights were dancing green and blue across the sky, Pip was lying on the ice as usual, looking up at the stars. His friends had already gone to sleep, but Pip stayed outside because the night was so beautiful. As he watched the stars, Pip noticed something strange. Most stars stayed in the same place all night. But one star was different. This star was moving slowly across the sky from east to west. It wasn't falling like a shooting star. It was moving steadily and smoothly, like a fish swimming through the ocean. Pip sat up quickly and rubbed his eyes. Was he dreaming? He looked again, and yes, the star was definitely moving. It was brighter than the other stars and had a slightly different color, more white than yellow. Amazing, Pip whispered to himself. A moving star. The next morning, Pip was very excited. He waddled quickly to where his friends were having breakfast, catching fish near the edge of the ice. Luna, Max, Oliver, Sarah, Pip called out loudly. You won't believe what I saw last night. His friends looked up from their fishing. Luna tilted her head curiously. What did you see, Pip? I saw a star that moves, Pip said, flapping his wings excitedly. It traveled across the whole sky. Max laughed and nearly dropped the fish he was holding. A moving star? That's impossible, Pip. Stars don't move. But I saw it, Pip insisted. It was different from all the other stars. It was brighter, and it moved from east to west. Oliver chuckled. Maybe you were dreaming, Pip. Sometimes dreams feel very real. I wasn't dreaming, Pip said firmly. I was completely awake. Tonight, you can all come and see it with me. Sarah smiled kindly at Pip. We believe you saw something, Pip. But maybe it wasn't a star. Maybe it was something else. Like what? Pip asked. Maybe it was a bird, Luna suggested. Some birds fly at night. Or maybe it was a piece of ice falling from the sky, Max added. Pip felt frustrated. His friends didn't believe him, but he knew what he had seen. It was a star, he said quietly. A moving star. That night, Pip convinced his friends to stay up late and watch the sky with him. They all lay on the ice together, looking up at the thousands of stars above them. There are so many stars, Sarah said softly. They're all so beautiful. Yes, but they're all staying in the same place, Max pointed out. None of them are moving, Pip. Pip felt worried. What if the moving star didn't come back? What if his friends thought he was lying? He kept watching the sky carefully, hoping to see his special star again. After an hour of waiting, Pip's friends started to get sleepy. Maybe your moving star only comes sometimes, Oliver said with a yawn. Let's go to sleep now, Luna suggested. We can try again tomorrow night. Just as his friends were about to leave, Pip saw it. There, rising in the eastern sky, was his moving star. It was just as bright and beautiful as the night before. There it is, Pip shouted, pointing his wing toward the sky. Look, it's there. His friends looked where Pip was pointing. They all saw the bright star moving slowly across the sky. Oh my goodness, Luna gasped. Pip was right. There really is a moving star. That's incredible, Max said, his voice full of wonder. How is that possible? Sarah asked. I've never seen anything like it. Oliver was quiet for a moment, then said, It's beautiful. It looks like it's dancing across the sky." The 5 friends watched the moving star until it disappeared in the western sky. They were all amazed and excited. "Pip, how did you notice this?" Luna asked. "None of us have ever seen it before." "I don't know," Pip replied honestly. "I was just looking at the stars like always, and I saw that one was different." From that night on, Pip watched for his moving star every evening. He discovered that it appeared at different times and didn't come every single night. Sometimes it was very bright, and sometimes it was dimmer. But whenever it appeared, Pip felt happy and excited. His friends were interested for a few nights, but soon they went back to their normal activities. They would watch the moving star when Pip pointed it out, but they didn't seem as excited about it as Pip was. "It's interesting," Luna said one night, "but it's just one star among thousands. And we still don't know what it is or why it moves," Max added. "Maybe it's not important to understand everything," Sarah suggested gently. But Pip couldn't stop thinking about his moving star. He wanted to understand what it was and why it was different from all the other stars. Every night, he would lie on the ice and watch for it, making notes in his mind about when it appeared and which direction it traveled. Some of the other penguins in their colony started to notice Pip's behavior. "That young penguin spends too much time looking at the sky," said Mrs. Blackbeak, an older penguin. "He should be focusing on learning how to catch fish properly." "I heard he thinks he found a moving star," added Mr. Whitewing. "Young penguins have such wild imaginations." "Stars don't move," declared Elder Frost, the oldest penguin in the colony. "In all my years, I have never seen a star move. The boy is probably seeing things." Word spread through the penguin colony that Pip believed in moving stars. Some penguins thought it was cute that a young penguin had such an active imagination. Others thought Pip was wasting his time with silly fantasies. Pip heard the whispers and comments, but he didn't let them discourage him. He knew what he had seen, and he was determined to learn more about his moving star. One evening, as Pip was watching the sky alone, his friends had gone to play other games. He met Elder Samuel, the wisest penguin in the colony. Elder Samuel was very old and had seen many things in his long life. "Young Pip," Elder Samuel said kindly, settling down on the ice next to him, "I hear you have been watching the sky every night." "Yes, sir," Pip replied respectfully. "I found a star that moves across the sky." Elder Samuel looked up at the stars thoughtfully. "Many penguins are talking about your moving star. Some believe you, and some don't. What do you think about that?" Pip was quiet for a moment. "I think it doesn't matter if other penguins believe me or not. I know what I saw, and I want to understand it better." "That's a wise answer," Elder Samuel said with a smile. "Tell me, what have you learned about your moving star?" Pip was excited to share his observations. "It doesn't come every night. Sometimes it appears in the east and moves to the west. Sometimes it travels from north to south. It's always brighter than the other stars, and it moves very smoothly and steadily." "Very interesting," Elder Samuel said, nodding. "You have been a careful observer. Have you wondered what might cause a star to move when others stay still? I think about it all the time, Pip admitted, but I can't figure it out. Do you know what it might be? Elder Samuel was quiet for a long time, looking up at the sky. Finally, he said, I don't know what your moving star is, Pip, but I admire your curiosity and determination. Many penguins are content to accept the world as it appears to them. But some penguins, like you, ask questions and seek answers. That's a special gift. Thank you, Elder Samuel, Pip said, feeling encouraged. Keep watching your star, young Pip, Elder Samuel advised. And remember, sometimes the most important discoveries come to those who are patient and persistent. Winter turned to spring in Antarctica. The days became longer, and the ice began to change. Pip continued to watch for his moving star whenever the sky was clear. His friends still thought his star watching was a bit odd, but they accepted it as part of who Pip was. One day, something unusual happened. A large, noisy machine appeared in the sky above their colony. It was much bigger than any bird, and it made a loud humming sound. The machine had spinning blades on top and landed on the ice not far from where the penguins lived. All the penguins gathered around, but they kept a safe distance from the strange machine. They had never seen anything like it before. From the machine stepped two creatures that looked very different from penguins. They were much taller, had no feathers, and walked on only two legs. They wore thick, colorful clothing and had clear covers over their eyes. Humans, whispered Elder Samuel, who was standing near Pip. I have heard stories about them, but I have never seen them before. The humans set up equipment and began working on the ice. They seemed very interested in the penguins and took many pictures with small devices. One of the humans, a woman with long hair, noticed Pip watching the sky even during the daytime. The woman approached slowly and carefully, not wanting to frighten the penguins. She sat down on the ice at a respectful distance and began to draw pictures of the penguins in a notebook. Pip was curious about the human. While the other penguins watched from afar, Pip waddled a little closer to see what the woman was doing. The woman smiled when she saw Pip approaching. Hello, little penguin, the woman said softly. You're very brave to come so close. Of course, Pip couldn't understand the human's words, but he could tell from her voice that she was being friendly. The woman continued drawing and taking notes. As the day passed, Pip noticed that the woman often looked up at the sky, just like he did. When evening came and the stars began to appear, the woman set up a special telescope and pointed it toward the sky. Pip became very excited. This human seemed to be interested in the stars too. He waddled even closer and sat down near the woman, looking up at the sky where her telescope was pointed. The woman noticed Pip's behavior and was amazed. Look at that, she said to her partner. This penguin seems to be interested in astronomy too. How remarkable. The woman's partner, a man with a thick beard, came over to see what was happening. That's incredible, Dr. Chen. I've never seen animal behavior like this before. Dr. Chen watched as Pip looked back and forth between the telescope and the sky. When Pip's moving star appeared that night, something wonderful happened. Pip saw the star rising in the east and began to make excited chirping sounds, pointing his wing toward it. Dr. Chen followed Pip's gaze and saw the moving light in the sky. She quickly adjusted her telescope to track it. "Oh my goodness," Dr. Chen exclaimed. "This penguin has been watching the International Space Station. He's been observing a satellite." The man looked through the telescope and confirmed what Dr. Chen had seen. "That's absolutely amazing. This little penguin has been doing astronomy without even knowing it." Dr. Chen was so excited that she began taking many notes and photos of Pip. She tried to explain to her partner what this meant. "Don't you see?" she said. This penguin noticed something in the sky that was different from the stars. He's been tracking a human-made satellite as it orbits the Earth. This shows incredible observational skills and curiosity. That night, Dr. Chen stayed up late with her telescope, and Pip stayed with her. Together, they watched the satellite, which Pip still thought of as his moving star, travel across the sky. Dr. Chen used her equipment to show Pip other interesting things in the sky too. Planets, star clusters, and distant galaxies. Even though Pip couldn't understand Dr. Chen's scientific explanations, he could sense her excitement and passion for the stars. He felt happy to meet someone else who loved looking at the sky as much as he did. The next morning, Dr. Chen shared her discovery with her research team. They were all amazed by Pip's behavior and decided to study him further. They set up cameras to record Pip's star-watching activities and documented his reactions to different celestial events. Word spread among the humans about the penguin who watched satellites. Dr. Chen wrote articles about Pip for scientific journals, describing how this little penguin had independently discovered and tracked artificial satellites in the night sky. Meanwhile, back in the penguin colony, something interesting was happening. Pip's friends had noticed the humans' excitement about Pip's star watching, and they became curious about what was so special about it. "Why are the humans so interested in Pip's moving star?" Luna asked. "They seem to think it's very important," Max observed. "Maybe Pip discovered something really amazing," Sarah suggested. Oliver scratched his head with his wing. "I wish we could understand what the humans are saying." That evening, for the first time in months, all of Pip's friends came to watch the sky with him. When the satellite appeared, Pip pointed it out excitedly, just as he had done many times before. But this time, his friends paid close attention. "Look at how smoothly it moves," Luna observed. "It's definitely different from a shooting star." "And it's so bright," Max added. "Much brighter than the other stars around it." "I wonder how far away it is," Sarah mused. "And I wonder what it's made of," Oliver said thoughtfully. As the nights passed, more and more penguins from the colony came to watch Pip's moving star. Elder Samuel brought some of the older penguins, and soon there were dozens of penguins lying on the ice each night, looking up at the sky together. Dr. Chen and her team were delighted to see this behavior spreading through the penguin colony. They documented how Pip's curiosity had influenced his entire community. "This is remarkable," Dr. Chen said to her colleagues. "One penguin's curiosity has sparked interest in astronomy throughout the whole colony. It's like he's teaching them to see the sky in a new way." Mrs. Blackbeak, who had once criticized Pip for wasting time on sky watching, now brought her own chicks to learn from him. That young penguin was right all along, she admitted. There was something special in the sky that we had all missed. Elder Frost, who had declared that stars don't move, came to apologize to Pip. "Young penguin," he said formally, "I was wrong to dismiss your observations. You have taught this old penguin that there is always more to learn about the world around us." Pip felt proud and happy, but most of all, he felt grateful. He had started his sky-watching journey alone, wondering about a mysterious moving star. Now, his entire community shared his wonder and curiosity about the night sky. One evening, as dozens of penguins lay on the ice watching for satellites and shooting stars, Elder Samuel approached Pip. "You have given our colony a great gift, young Pip," the wise old penguin said. "What kind of gift?" Pip asked. "The gift of wonder," Elder Samuel replied. "Before you started watching the sky, most of us looked up only occasionally. We saw the stars as pretty decorations, but we didn't really observe them. You taught us to look more carefully, to notice differences, to ask questions." Pip thought about this. "I just wanted to understand what I was seeing." "Exactly," Elder Samuel said with a smile. "And that desire to understand, that curiosity, is now spreading through our whole community. Look around you." Pip looked around and saw penguin families lying together on the ice, parents pointing out constellations to their chicks, friends discussing what they had observed the night before. The colony's evening sky watching had become a treasured tradition. The humans have equipment and knowledge that helps them understand what your moving star really is, Elder Samuel continued. "But you discovered it first, using only your eyes and your curiosity. That's something to be proud of." As the southern winter approached again, marking almost a full year since Pip had first noticed his moving star, Dr. Chen prepared to leave Antarctica. But before she left, she wanted to do something special for Pip. Dr. Chen had learned a lot about penguin behavior during her time studying Pip and his colony. She had even learned to recognize Pip's individual calls and movements. On her last night, she set up her telescope one final time. When Pip came to his usual star-watching spot, Dr. Chen was waiting with her telescope pointed toward the satellite. As the bright object appeared in the eastern sky, Dr. Chen was waiting with her telescope pointed toward the satellite. Chen gently guided Pip to look through the telescope eyepiece. For the first time, Pip could see his moving star up close. Through the telescope, it didn't look like a star at all. It looked like a small, complex machine with shiny panels and extended arms, slowly tumbling as it traveled across the sky. Pip couldn't understand what he was seeing, but he knew it was something wonderful and important. The object that had captured his imagination for so many months was revealed to be something entirely different from what he had imagined, but somehow even more amazing. Dr. Chen watched Pip's reaction and felt tears in her eyes. Here was a penguin who had spent almost a year faithfully observing and tracking a human satellite, driven by nothing but pure curiosity and wonder. In his simple desire to understand something that seemed different, Pip had demonstrated the same spirit that drove human scientists to explore and discover. When Dr. Chen and her team finally left Antarctica, the penguin colony had been permanently changed. The evening sky-watching tradition continued, with Elder Samuel taking on the role of lead observer. Young penguins were encouraged to ask questions about what they saw, and the colony celebrated curiosity and careful observation. Pip continued to watch his moving star, but now he wasn't alone. Every clear night, dozens of penguins would gather on the ice to observe the sky together. They still didn't understand what the satellite was or where it came from, but they all appreciated its beauty and mystery. Sometimes, when the aurora australis painted the sky in brilliant greens and purples, and the satellite passed overhead like a bright messenger, Pip would remember that first night when he had been all alone with his discovery. He thought about how frightened he had been that his friends wouldn't believe him, and how isolated he had felt when other penguins dismissed his observations. Now, surrounded by his community of fellow skywatchers, Pip understood something important. The greatest discoveries weren't valuable because they made you special or different from others. They were valuable because they could be shared, bringing people together in wonder and excitement about the world around them. The moving star still appeared in the Antarctic sky, traveling its endless orbital path around the Earth. But now it wasn't just Pip's star anymore. It belonged to the whole penguin colony, a symbol of curiosity, persistence, and the magic that happens when someone cares enough to really look at the world around them. As Pip grew older, he would often tell young penguins the story of how he first discovered the moving star. He would encourage them to ask questions, make observations, and never give up on understanding something that interested them, even if others didn't immediately believe or understand. The sky is full of wonders, Pip would tell them. You just have to be patient enough to watch and brave enough to believe what you see. And on clear Antarctic nights, when the satellite passed overhead and dozens of penguins lay on the ice, watching it together, Pip knew that his greatest discovery hadn't been the moving star itself. His greatest discovery had been the joy of sharing wonder with others, and the way that one penguin's curiosity could light up an entire community's imagination. The moving star continued its journey across the vast Antarctic sky, carrying with it the dreams and questions of a colony of penguins who had learned to look up and wonder at the mysteries above them. And somewhere among those stars, the human scientists who had built the satellite would be amazed to know that their creation had inspired a community of penguins to become astronomers, proving that curiosity and wonder truly are universal languages that connect all living beings under the same vast, star-filled sky.